I am Prof.L.B.Gayakawad, who is teaching today the topic of degree of comparison and the one's comparison with some persons. Remember, degree of comparison, degree of comparison. Remember, we are discussing here the degree of comparison. It is the one person's comparison, one person's comparison with some persons, This is the topic today's, which we are going here to discuss for your writing and speaking communication. I will tell you, this is called the one of the structure. Remember, this is called one of the structure of degree of comparison. So remember here, at first we will discuss the superlative degree. Now, when we will discuss here the superlative degree, I will give you one example. The example is Liladhar is one of the richest men. One of the richest men in his village. Remember here, this is the sentence of the superlative degree, and remember, this is the comparison of one person with some persons, or it is called the degree of one of the structure. And remember here, we are discussing the degree of comparison. So remember here, I will discuss that this is the superlative degree, and when we prepare, when we talk, when we write the superlative degree in this type, then we can write or we can speak like this. At first we take the first subject, that is we can call it the first subject. We can call it the first subject. The first subject we can call it, or the person who is being compared here with some persons. Then there is the verb, that is be verb we can take. Then one of we can take. One of the means, then we can write here one of word, plus we can write then the superlative degree form, SD form we can write there, plus we can write there the second person there with whom we are comparing the first person. Means, now remember here, we are comparing this Liladhar with this richest man. So with this man. So man is the person with whom we are comparing. We are comparing our person. That is the point. Plus we can say here the extra words, remember, then we can write here the extra words, and then we can write there the full stop. Remember, then we can write there the full stop. So remember here, I will discuss here the main thing, and the main thing is that when we prepare the superlative degree, then we can say like this: Liladhar is one of the richest men in his village. Then we can say, I am one of the tallest men in my village. In this way, we can speak, we can write these degree of comparison sentences. And when we want to study this properly, then I will tell you that at first we can take here the subject first, which is being compared here, or which we are comparing with the second subject. So at first write here the first subject, then write the verb. So verb will be am is are, or the verb will be of the verb, or it will be am is are was were or shall be or will be, the verb will be. Plus there will be one of, and then SD form, then SD form, this is the richest is the SD form, and we will take it here. Then we will take the second subject with whom we are making the comparison of our first person. This is the second person, and this second person is always plural. Remember, the second person is always plural. This person is always plural, and then there are the extra words, and then there is the full stop. In this way, always we can speak, we can write the superlative degree. Now remember, we are going now to see the next degree, and that next degree is the next degree is the comparative degree. We are now discussing. Remember, we are discussing one's comparison with some persons. That is the point. With some persons means there is one person, and we are comparing that one person with other some persons. Means here the comparison is of a person with some persons. That is the point. And now we are discussing the second degree, and that second degree is the comparative degree. Remember, the second degree is the comparative degree. Comparative degree. Remember, when we discuss this comparative degree, then we know that how this degree is spoken or written in the spoken English. So I will tell you, Liladhar is richer. Liladhar is richer than many other men in his village. Remember what is the point and how is the discussion. Remember, this is the comparative degree, and in this comparative degree we are discussing the structure, or how this degree is made, or how we can make this degree. That is the point. Remember, here Liladhar is the first subject. Remember, Liladhar is the first subject. Now remember, the first subject means the subject which is being compared here means we are comparing this Leeladhar with this main. Remember, we are comparing here this Leeladhar with this main, and that's why first subject plus verb, we can take here the verb, and that verb will be be verb, or that verb will be shall be or will be. Then there will be richer. Richer means there will be the CD form. There will be the CD form. CD form means yes, means you can make there the comparative degree form. Then you can write there than. You can speak, you can write there than. Then you can say many other, always many other, or you can say most other, many other, or you can say most other, you can say, plus you can say there, you can speak there the plural second subject with whom we are comparing this Leeladhar, or with whom we are comparing the first subject. Remember always, here the second subject should be plural, because we are comparing this second plural subject with the first subject, and the first subject is singular and this is the plural subject. So here plural subject always, plural subject always, with whom we are making comparison of this first subject, and then we can write there the extra words, and then there is the full stop. Remember, here I will tell you that the discussion is that when you are making the comparative degree of the type of this one's comparison with some persons, you can say a comparative degree like this. You can take their single subject, then verb, then comparative degree form, then you can say many other or most other. Then you can take here the plural subject, that is the subject with whom we are going to compare this first subject, that is singular. Then you can take there the EW, that is the extra words, and then full stop. In this way we can speak and write always the degrees. We can speak always the degrees. Means my point is that we can speak the degrees, that is comparative degree, and that is the degree we can say the superlative. And now we are discussing the third degree, and that is the positive degree. But before studying this positive degree, here I will tell you that we are comparing here one person's comparison with some persons. This is our topic. This is the degree of comparison, and we are discussing here the three types of degrees. We saw the superlative degree, we saw the comparative degree, and now we are looking here, or we are studying now the positive degree here. Positive degree means PD. Positive degree means what? PD. Now we are discussing PD, or we are discussing the positive degree. So remember here, when we discuss about the positive degree, then we can take the example like this. At first we should take very few. Remember, very few. Then men, very few men in his village. In his village, very few men in his village are are as rich rich as rich as Liladhar is. Liladhar is. So remember now, this is the degree of positive. So this is the positive degree, and when we talk and when we speak, when we write this degree or the sentence of this degree, then how should we write or how should we make? That is the important point. So remember here, when we are going to see the positive degree in this type, the type is one person's comparison with some persons. Means there is one person only and his comparison is there with some persons. Means some persons are like him and he is like some persons. That is the point, remember. So in this type, the positive degree will be, at first we should do here the very few. Means we should take the word very few. Means take always very few before, means in the beginning. Then you should take here the second subject, which is always plural. Means you can say here always plural subject, but that subject is plural always. Means remember, this is the second subject and with this subject we are comparing our first subject, that is Liladhar. So very few men in his village. Now in his village means this is the extra word, or these are the extra words, and so here we should take the extra words. So remember here, then we can take here the are verb. Means the verb will be always plural, because very few men we are talking, means the men are very few, means they are not more, they are very little men, or they are very rare persons, and that's why they are a few persons, they are some persons, and that's why that is the plural subject. So we are taking here are verb. Then as rich as means this is the PD form, or this is the positive degree form, and then take there Liladhar, means take there the first subject, and always this first subject should be singular, and then there should be the verb, and that verb should be singular, because this singular verb will be for this singular subject, and this are plural verb will be for this plural subject men. So remember here, I will discuss at first take very few, always very few, then take second subject that is plural. We are discussing this plural subject with our singular subject here. Always take like this. Then take the extra words, then take the verb, and that verb will be plural, and then take the PD form. PD form means, I will say, positive degree form, and plus singular subject, that is our first subject. Means first subject means the subject which is being compared here with some men, means the subject of which we are making the comparison with some person. That is the first singular subject, but first subject, or the subject which is being compared here with some persons, and then the verb, that is singular. Because remember here, this is the first subject is singular, so verb is singular verb, and then give the full stop finally at the end of the sentence. In this way we can make the positive degree. Remember, today we have seen the degree of comparison, in which we have seen superlative degree, comparative degree, and positive degree. You can prepare, you can make, you can speak, you can write these degree of comparison sentences very nicely. How you feel these sentences, how you feel this teaching, please tell me in the comment box. Till then, I stop here. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.